it's they need to stop doing it.
Yeah, that's ignorant as hell. And if I worked there, I'd be like, yeah, I quit.
Oh yeah, very much so.
All right. Following a speech at NATO headquarters in Belgium on Thursday, President Joe Biden warned of impending global food shortages caused by sanctions imposed on Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. No, that's caused, once again, we covered this before, by the United States federal government controlling United States farmers from growing any of their own food. With regards to food shortages, yes, we did talk about the food shortages, and it's going to be real, Biden said. In other words, if you can buy enough canned goods and shit for your family, go out and do it tomorrow. Don't wait, because that shit's about to disappear. The price of these sanctions is not imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well, he continued. And because both Russia and Ukraine have been the breadbasket of Europe in terms of wheat, which I despise wheat anyway. For example, just to give you one example, fucking Joe Biden talking in circles. But we had a long discussion in the G7, which are with the. This has to be word for word his speech because it's all. But we had a long discussion in the G7 with the both of the United States. What?
Oh, okay. Spit it out.
No, I'm telling you, that's exactly word for word. With both the United States, which has a significant, the third largest producer of wheat in the world, as well as Canada, which is also a major producer. And we both talked about how we could increase and disseminate more rapidly food shortages. This is verbatim his speech. I'd guarantee it.
Well,
and I can't read it because I don't have, Alzheimer's.
I know Holstera buys extra, and you can ask my wife. Every time I go to the store,
Bam's gonna starve to death.
I always, I buy canned goods and stuff. Shit that I don't need. If I got
you never know. I mean, not
the
just
money,
the Biden administration.
I buy it. Because I don't know, I'm just, just saying, if shit gets bad enough, I'll have some extra food to eat for a while. If you come try to take my shit, I'll kill you.
I keep trying to fatten my dogs up so I could eat them, but
that's called a hot dog.
Damn German Shepherd, that some bitch skinny, won't gain no weight.
It's called a hot dog.
Hot diggity dog. Use my mystery master
Aaron says
tool.
if you're going to quote Brandon word for word, he's going to need more whiskey to listen to it.
No shit. I was reading it and I'm like, why does this not make any sense? That explains it. It's Biden's speech. And whoever wrote that's an asshole because I would never expect that to be part of the story. The thing.
Yeah, no, the thing. The thing's right,
And I was the dinner table.
And corn
got
pop.
hairy legs.
And corn pop fucked me in the ass. Oh. Yeah, it hurt at first, and then it started feeling better, and he kept making popcorn sounds, or I don't know if that was that or if that was my colon, but by the way, what?
I can't remember.
Oh, by the way, I am drinking. You ready to know what I'm drinking right now?
What?
It's delicious. I got Crown Vanilla in here. And
what else?
White Monster.
Oh, God. White privilege.
I got the White Monster and I got the Crown Vanilla. It's quite delicious.
So let's kind of break off of this for a second because there's kind of been some breaking news lately that even the mainstream media has caught on to. Did you know that the New York Times has officially verified the Ashley Biden's diary?
Yeah, when she's talking about Hunter? Or, no, talking about Joe,
yes,
he molested her ass.
Right. They have confirmed that is, in fact, her diary, and word for word is what she wrote.
Yeah, we ain't been hearing much about it because they're going to keep that buried.
But I mean, okay. And then a couple days ago, they actually confirmed that they are investigating the Biden family due to Hunter's laptop. Something weird is coming. When you start seeing these places that, and come on, we're not stupid. We know that the left is being taken care of by the mainstream media. Okay, they're covering everything. You know, let's sweep this under the rug. When those same people that have been supporting this bastard start turning on him, something's happening. And I don't know what it is yet. But mark my words, this shit will come out and he'll have to step down. But why? Because we all know Harris can't handle the fucking job.
No, you don't think? I think she can.
But the only thing she can handle is Andrew's wiener. Andrew Wiener's wiener.
I think she can handle it. She can handle it.
She's handled a few things in her life. Don't come.
Yeah, that's Montel. This next story is coming out of Louisiana, believe it or not.
Really? Y'all have North Korean missiles?
No, that's not the next story.
It is.
No, it's not. You're supposed to read from the top down. That's the way I sent it, not from the bottom up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I done fucked you all up.
Yeah, you did. I just marked it off, though. I was wondering, I was like, why the hell are you talking about that now? I figured out you're backwards. Anyway, this one comes out of Louisiana. They are trying to pass a bill, which they're changing it, and they're going to redo it because some of these politicians are like, well, I don't like how that's working out. But anyway, this bill would make asking a person in Louisiana's vaccine status a crime. It's being retooled after objections were raised during the hearing. A bill that would make asking someone's vaccine status for entry into any building a crime hit a snag during the committee hearing Thursday, but it remains alive, the bill's author said. Representative Larry Bagley, a Republican representing Caddo, DeSoto, and Sabine Parish, has voluntarily deferred HB 54 to tweak its language after hearing before the House Administration on Criminal Justice Committee. I think what they're having a problem with, like making it maybe possibly arresting people for doing it. They need to change the wording up in it. I just think it's wrong for a government agency or a private person or anybody else to require me to put something into my body that I don't know what it is or I don't have enough information about it, Bagley said, who chairs the House Health and Welfare Committee. Said, I never thought we'd get to this point. Neither did a lot of us, dude.
No, not at all.
The bill, which would create the crime of discrimination based on vaccine status, reads, no employee, officer, agent, or other representative of a public, nonprofit, or private entity shall inquire about the COVID-19 vaccination status of anyone seeking admission on the entity's premises. They kind of already have this law.
It's called HIPAA.
It's called HIPAA. It is called HIPAA. And but they got to do this. Some legislators quickly pushed back on the bill. Of course they did. If it was an owner of a little dress shop and I wanted to put up a sign that said you can't come in our business unless you've been vaccinated, it would be a crime at this point, correct? Republican Representative C. Dennis Marcel, a Baton Rouge Democrat, asked. We're now telling businesses what to do, Marcel responded. Oh, which state was that? That the guy, the bakery refused to make some gay couple a cake and they fucking got sued and all this shit happened to them? Well, isn't that their own private business? And isn't that the government telling them what they can and cannot do? That sounds like it to me.
Colorado.
Representative Joe Moreno, an independent who represents Jefferson Parish, appeared to raise concerns over the breadth of the legislation. From a pure business perspective, making it a crime for an owner of a business to even ask a question of someone who is about to enter their premises, that's the part I have a problem with. Don't ask me about my health care. It ain't none of your fucking business. So if they say, oh, do you have your vaccine? I'm going to say, do you like butt plugs in your ass? They're going to go,
exactly.
oh, what? I'm going to say,
you have
well,
herpes?
it's like you're getting all of my personal shit. Maybe I'm going to talk about your personal shit, literally. So, I mean, I'm waiting for somebody to ask me. The bill originally called for violators to face a fine up to $1,000, up to 6 months in jail, or both. Committee members quickly stripped jail time from the bill. It's just a fine, basically to put some teeth in the law to keep people from just saying, okay, I broke the law, so do something, he said in an interview Thursday afternoon. That would give us something. Many of the concerns from opponents and proponents alike focused on potentially policing private businesses. They already do that. Wasn't they doing that during the whole pandemic and stuff like that? That, it's like, oh, we're going to shut you down if you're letting people in with no mask on. And I know that because they have a local business out here that it was a barbecue place that basically said, fuck y'all, my employees don't have to wear masks. You don't have to wear a mask in here. The state tried to shut them down. And because I'm one of the people, when I found out about it, I went over there to buy shit from them. Okay. And the line was so long, these poor people ran out of food. They had so much support. Good. Okay. So, but wasn't that the government telling them what they had to do with their business?
Yes.
Isn't this the same thing?
Well, see, you guys are a little bit behind the times because since right after the lockdown, DeSantis made it a $5,000 fine for any business that asks if you're vaccinated.
No.
So, like, say you walk into Walmart and the door greeter says, "Are you vaccinated?" That guy just cost Walmart $5,000.
Well, Bagley, the guy who has he's received 2 COVID-19 shots and raised unproven claims at Thursday's hearing, expects to tailor the building's portion to the legislation after some raised questions about potentially restricting homeowners making decisions about who can enter their houses. That's my private house. So, if it's called an unwanted guest. You just can't come in my house if I don't want you to.
Good luck with that shit in the South.
Yeah, come on. Just come on in. I don't want you here, but you come on in here without permission. And when I blast you and call the cops to come haul your dead body away, because I'm not going to go to jail for it because you had unauthorized entry into an inhabited dwelling and I was defending myself. Most of this is aimed more at entities, public entities. For instance, a mayor of a city that says you can't go eat at your restaurant unless you're vaccinated, basically mandating the vaccine, he said, New Orleans. Feelings about the coronavirus vaccine aside, the broad concept of Bagley's bill drew support from some committee members who did express some concerns about the method he was taking. I think they probably want to do it. I think it's the whole criminal aspect of it they're having a problem with. But they're working on it. Put it to the people. I can guarantee you, I'm willing to bet that would fucking pass. Put it to the people.
Yep.
That's to me. All these bills and shit they do, all that shit they want to do, let the people vote on it. Because y'all pass a lot of shit that the people don't agree with.
Right.
So let the people vote on it because y'all work for us.
They forget that.
Y'all work for us, not the other way around. We don't know. Y'all aren't little kings, queens, or whatever y'all are. Y'all work for us. That's the problem with these politicians now. They forget who they work for.
Actually, Tulsi Gabbard was talking about that on a podcast. I was watching it the other night because, believe it or not, even though she's a Democrat, I like her. She was talking about the first day she was in Congress, and she asked the Capitol Police to show her where she needs to go, and they walked her to where they need to go. And she says, "I'm so sorry. I bet you we're bothering the hell out of you because there's so many new people here today." And he goes, "That's all right, ma'am, because in 3 months you'll pretend like we don't exist."
No, that's what they do. They get up there with their little God complexes and stuff like that.
Right.
That's why I think they should lower the.
I think they
should do it like it used to be done when politicians first started. They didn't get paid.
It should be people like me and you that work 9 to 5.
They had to have real jobs, and they met like once a year to do shit, and they had to live because they had to go back home where they were elected at to work and support themselves because they didn't get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars.
They didn't get to get away with insider trading like Nancy does.
No, they didn't do that. So, on to the next one, your favorite person. I know that you have I mean, you've discussed it, and you said you did have sexual fantasies about this woman, would be Camel Toe Harris. And I know I shouldn't have said that in public, that you didn't want nobody to know that you secretly...
This is something with fucking Mexico.
That you secretly masturbate the pictures of Kamala Harris.
What the fuck?
No,
I wouldn't beat off to her, but
I was just being funny.
If her mouth is good enough to make her the vice president of America, I might be willing to give it a shot.
Well, I got a video. So
I know she's in the white.
She came to Louisiana recently.
You had to run the escort, didn't you?
No, I did not. They flew in a different airport down around here, and I wouldn't have ran it anyway. I would have called in sick that day if they would have told me I had to do it, because I'm not going to risk my life for a bunch of fucking people that would rather probably see me dead than anything else. But let's watch. She's as bad as Joe Biden. If anybody listening to this understands what she was trying to say, y'all please let me know, because we're going to play the little video of it. Here we go. I say, here we go. And there's two of me now. I don't know. It's always something. I hit the button and something else happens.
Here she is yesterday in Sunset, Louisiana, talking about the significance of the passage of time. See if you can follow this logic.
The governor and we were all doing a tour of the library here and talking about the significance of the passage of time. Right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And
does anybody know what she's talking about yet?
Use your imagination.
She's
actually talking about solar.
She's talking about the passage of time.
She's talking about, she's actually talking about the city buses and stuff like that. I watched it live.
But passage of time.
Great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do.
She knows about laying stuff, don't she?
What we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
Somebody should come up with a drinking game where every time she says passage of time, you take a shot. Right. I think there were 4 or 5 passages of time.
Motherfuckers be drunk as shit.
Yeah, we would.
Passage of time. Because she says it a whole lot.
The girl in the middle's got some big ass teeth.
She's just a complete idiot.
She was actually talking about making city buses and school buses and shit, solar and shit like that. But regardless, there is fucking Joe Biden.
Well, then all the people that use public transportation can't go nowhere on cloudy days.
That's your future president, y'all.
God, please help us know. Yes,
I mean, what the fuck?
You're right, JoJo. It's what the hell? What the hell? That is the woman that is our vice president. That is just a complete utterly.
Well, she's in Louisiana, so she's like speaking y'all's language.
She's actually dumber. See, Joe Biden's not stupid. He's got dementia. And he can't remember if he shit his pants, pissed himself, or if it's time for Jell-O. He don't know. I think maybe he hung around with Bill Cosby too much and having after effects from him. Yeah. Too many of them roofie pills or something. I don't know. But this woman, Lord help us if she becomes president.
Well, she'll just give Putin a blowjob. That's what, Hey, stop.
Don't make your mouth in that shape again. It's bad. Just saying. You don't do it. But Camel Toe is just an utter fool. And all these people that got elected are just, hell, we got a assistant health secretary, Admiral Levine, woman of the year, man of the year.
Well, woman of the year, you've got testicular cancer.
They got, yeah. Tucker Carlson just got booted off of Twitter. Babylon B just got tweeted. They got kicked off Twitter because they made the meme saying, Rachel Levine, Man of the Year. Well, he has a dick that kind of makes you a man. Just because you grow your hair out or wear a wig and got titties and stuff now, you got a dick.
You got some cups.
You're a man. But you're a man. You have a dick. I'm sorry. It's just true. Don't get me going on that shit. What's the next story you have so I don't screw you up?
Let me look.
North Korea? Why don't you read in North Korea?
Fuck no. North Korea's like at the fucking end. Hang on. No, if I go all the way up there to this bitch. Jesus. She spoke in an LSU facility.
That's what we just did.
Oh, whoops. I ain't paying attention. Florida governor declares. Oh, yeah. Big Daddy DeSantis. After I read this story, I need to look up and fact check a story I heard about.
Well, go ahead and read your little Florida story.
Florida governor declares Wyant winner over the transgender athlete. March 22nd, Router's Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a proclamation on Tuesday acknowledging Emma Wyant as the winner of the women's college swimming event after he recently lost to a transgender athlete and accused the NCAA of destroying opportunities for women. Leah Thomas, a grown-ass man with a huge woohoo, beat Sarasota native Wyatt by 1.75 seconds in a 500-yard freestyle. She actually held her own pretty damn good last Thursday in Atlanta to become the first transgender National Collegiate Athlete Association NCAA champion in the division.
I'm sorry, you got to read that comment.
Shit, I got titties and I'm going to stay a man, or I'm still a man.
You're going to stay one? If something happens, if you take one, put a bath bomb in there and get in the bathtub, it's like, ooh, I feel like a woman.
Dun, 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 dun. Man titties.
You wear a secret, don't you? Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
But in the eyes of Big Daddy DeSantis, a Donald Trump ally who is widely seen as a leading presidential contender in 2024. No, he isn't. Leave my fucking governor where he's at.
No, he needs to be the president.
No, fuck you.
No, he does.
You need your little governor of
look,
that shit to be your
Let me tell you what. Nancy's moving to Florida. She can help run a state for
You're not fucking funny.
Presidential.
What I love is the fact that she hates Donald Trump so much, but literally moved within 15 minutes of his house. 2024. It is University of Virginia freshman Olympic silver medalist Wyant, who is the deserved winner of the event. She had the fastest time of any woman in the college athletics, DeSantis said of Wyant during a news conference. Now the NCAA is basically taking efforts to destroy women's athletics. They're trying to undermine the integrity of the competition, and they're crowning somebody else the women's champion, and we think that's wrong. The NCAA did not immediately respond when asked to comment. Transgender rights have long been controversial and political divisive issue in the United States, from sports to serving in the military, and even what bathroom people are allowed to use. Look, that's why I'm not afraid of anything, okay? I'm not going to be afraid of a group of people that don't even know what fucking bathroom to use, okay?
Well, they wouldn't be able to go into the, like, they always say, well, we need transgender bathrooms. They already have those. It's called the family restroom.
Let me tell you right now, if there's a boys' bathroom and you're supposed to go in it, but you follow my daughter into the girls' bathroom, you're going to be needing the handicap bathroom, okay?
Well,
going to break your fucking kneecaps.
Go in there with my wife, daughter, granddaughter.
I'm going to be standing right behind you, and I'm going to make it
this way.
Really awkward.
Put it this way. I don't care if you're dressed as a woman or not. Your partner is going to be way happier because they won't have to worry about your teeth rubbing on their dick when I'm done with you, okay?
Porcelain's a bitch.
You just you'll be able to gum the fuck out of them because I'm going to knock them all out.
Yep. So yeah, basically DeSantis declaring the front runner, the only female.
Yeah.
You know,
or true female. Somebody had a vagina.
Yeah.
That makes you a girl. You have a vagina, a real vagina, not one where you went and had surgery and they cut your dick in half and peeled it back like a banana. No, a real one.
You get this? Caitlyn Jenner faces backlash for calling transgender athlete Leah Thomas not the rightful winner in the swimming competition.
Well, Bruce Jenner has always been like that, even though he's a transgender person. He has said that the transgender should not be competing against the in female sports like that. So good for Ron DeSantis. We're gonna skip right over here to LSU in Louisiana, and they got some professors that are getting a little worried. LSU faculty is preparing to fight against lawmakers eyeing to change Louisiana tenure policies. Oh, what happens? You don't like it when they're fucking with your shit? Y'all keep trying to take qualified immunity away from us, but that's okay. And you professors like that. You don't like it. So basically, tenure is qualified immunity for these fucking professors. Almost makes them unfireable. So, called karma, motherfucker. A resolution introduced in the Louisiana Senate would create a task force to study tenure policies at the state's colleges and universities, worrying LSU faculty members that lawmakers may pass laws aimed at limiting academic freedom. Yeah, because you're trying to indoctrinate the kids. That's what you're doing. SCR 6, authorized by Senator Stuart Cassidy, a Monroe Republican, would create the task force on tenure in post-secondary education. The task force would report back to lawmakers with the suggestions on changing tenure policies in the state. The resolution includes language that suggests that Kathy is concerned professors are indoctrinating students and not offering a variety of viewpoints. Kathy did not respond to the Reveille's request for comment. Well, that's what they're doing. You got a bunch of liberal fucking dumbasses up in there indoctrinating the kids, telling them socialism's good, communism's good, because they're a bunch of fucking dick suckers and douchebags and all this shit. Oh yeah, they're idiots. They're fucking idiots. They just went to school for a long time. Just because you go to school for a long time and get a piece of paper saying that I got a degree in the anatomy of a worm or something like. That don't make you smart. Post-secondary students should be confident that they are being exposed to a variety of viewpoints, including those that are dissenting. The resolution reads, the resolution seeks to ensure faculty members are not using their courses for the purpose of political, ideology, religious, or anti-religious indoctrination. No, when I'm going in to learn about, economics, I don't need you telling me, your views on Biden or Kamala or fucking AOC and all this shit like that.
Kids.
The professors, instead of teaching what they're teaching, they're throwing their own, shit in there. Just like them teachers that's like, oh, I'm so sad. I told that little fourth grader to my proper pronouns and they just refused to use them. And it's breaking my heart. So, those type of people. The resolution claims to study tenure to support academic freedom. LSU's faculty says it will have the opposite effect. No, it'll make these motherfuckers know that they better teach what they're supposed to teach or they can get their asses fired.
See, that's the story I was trying to read. That was next. And you told me to read the gay kid.
Does it matter? No, okay, it really don't matter. Did you know that it don't matter?
Did you know that 4 out of 5 people playing Russian roulette enjoyed themselves?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. They are seeking to weaken tenure to use our job status as a cudgel to compel or limit speech in a way that current tenure standards do not. No, basically y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to do because y'all are unfireable. Fuck y'all. I don't believe in that. I've been a cop for 27 years. Shouldn't I have tenure? tenure or whatever.
You don't?
Trust me. The sheriff decided he wanted to fire me. I'm gone. You know what I mean? No, I don't have no tenure. So anyway, these professors are like, oh no, they're gonna take my job, and they're not gonna let me tell the little children, the college students that they're too busy getting drunk and trying to screw each other in the back seats of cars and on the sofas at the frat houses.
Is that not what you're supposed to do?
But I got to tell them, I got to fuck with their little minds and teach them shit that's not on the agenda, but it makes them know what I believe in. Fuck them people. I haven't met too many college professors that I was very impressed with.
No, me neither.
So you don't impress me. So you book smart.
Well, that's what they say, you know.
You're book smart. The people
those who can do and those who can't become teachers.
Book smart people are book smart people. Most really intelligent book smart people have zero fucking common sense. Motherfuckers couldn't figure their way out of a fucking wet paper bag because they have no common sense. They can recite shit out of a book real good, but they have no common sense. World ever goes to shit in a handbag,
they're all
where
dead.
people are they're gone. They're dead. They'll never survive. Just like big city people won't survive. They know bodegas no more. Where you gonna get your food? And you don't have no guns because you're from New York. You don't have a car because you live in a big city and you use the subway all your life. Sorry, it was nice knowing you.
You got a video on this next one.
Which one is that?
This would be the children.
Oh, the school, the cheerings, the little cheerings. This is we'll talk about it. I don't. Which state was this in? I don't have the story pulled up.
In a momento.
I'll play the video.
California.
It's in California, which I'm surprised.
I'm not. It's a private school.
Anyway, this teacher is like, they I don't know. I don't think the teacher got fired, but the school apologized because this teacher did this. I mean, hopefully it shows up the first time.
Who's our president?
Byron.
What do we want to do with him? What?
We want them out. This is like pre-K. Okay, these are pre-K kids, like not even kindergarten yet.
What do we want to do with him? What?
I like them kids.
All right, of course, you know, you got parents over there saying, oh, no, they're trying to indoctrinate our children, blah, 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 blah,
No, they
blah.
just don't want to be sniffed.
Let me tell you what, all right. Was that teacher right?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
No. Well, you have different opinions. We do all the time. Was the teacher right for teaching these kids that? No. It ain't that teacher's business. Okay?
I'll give you my
Just as what saying, it's the same way. It's not the teacher's business to teach children about sex or, you know, gender and all that other bullshit. And it's to teach kids, oh, orange man bad and all this stuff. It's not that job either. But when the shoe's on the other foot now, all these parents are having a fucking field day. Oh my God, they're indoctrinating my children, making them into a conservative. Excuse me. Like I said, neither one of them are right. That's the parent's job.
So, in my eyes,
not the teacher's job.
I think it's fine. Because the Democrats are never going to stop doing it, ever. They're always going to be fuck Trump, fuck all this.
But I'm just
shit.
saying it's not right either way. So.
But they're not going to stop, so why should we?
Oh, well, like I said, I'm sure they're going to shut this teacher down. But like I said, it's wrong both ways. But now that it happened on the other foot, you got all these fucking libtards or Democrats. Oh my God, they can't teach. They're just trying to indoctrinate me. What the fuck y'all think y'all been doing? And anyway, they say they're just children. Well, I think they were like 4 and 5 year olds. I mean, they are old enough to tell their parents that they want to chop their wee-wees and stuff off because they feel like a girl today. They said they're old enough. I mean, the Democrats believe they're old enough to make life-changing decisions on their sexuality, but they're not old enough to decide who, really.
Any child that old is old enough to know they don't want to be sniffed by the commander-in-chief.
Well, that's true. I'm just saying, but I'm just saying. I mean, so the Democrats are hollering, at 5 years old, if your child decides, that they feel like a girl, you should let. No. This goes to show you. Of course, your 5-year-old may wake up and decide he feels like a fucking, I don't know, a Christmas tree that day. Are you going to hang ornaments off his ass and send him to school?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes. I'm going to wrap him in lights, too.
No, you're not.
I'm going to hook him to a car battery. Anyway, damn, we're already at an hour and a half.
Yep.
All right. We'll make it pretty quick. Manchin backs Jackson as Democrat unite behind confirmation. Nobody gives a fuck what the Democrats do. Joe Manchin.
Well, that's not surprising. You ain't got to read the whole thing. Manchin's backing this Jackson woman up, the one for the Supreme Court. They're just everything they're doing right now is just for aesthetics, for looks. It's a show. They're going to confirm her. She's going to be the next justice up there. She's just replacing one just like her. Even though she is a woman, but she can't define what a woman is when asked. How do you define a woman? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of cases where she sided with the child rapist and shit like that, and they're not letting them talk about it.
She didn't side with them. She just gave them very lenient. She gave, like this one case, I think the minimum sentence was like 5 years or something, and she gave them like 3 months for child porn.
That's siding with him.
It's fucking ridiculous.
She probably wanted to hang out at the party he was.
There's no telling. But that's what we're getting. She was a prior public defender before, so you know what you're getting. She's a liberal. So public defenders are usually not the best attorneys. But she is replacing another liberal. So nothing's going to change in the court system right now. Just keep your fingers crossed we don't lose any before Biden is voted out of office, because then we're going to get fucked, okay? But Manchin, he's a Democrat. Yeah, he sided and helped with the I think one of them other bills. But I mean,
he's trying to get back into good graces.
He's got. So this is what she was going to.
It's voting season, y'all.
She was going to get confirmed either way. So that's no surprise. This next one I threw in there for you.
Yes, I love it.
If you
57% of U.S. households paid no federal income tax in 2021. You know why? Because Trump's tax bill was fucking great. But now, I can tell you, from somebody that has to see this stuff daily, underneath this new administration's tax code changes and shit like that, basically, if you're a working man or woman, you're getting screwed. If you didn't work one day at all and you claim your 5 children, you're going to get a $28,000 payday. It is bullshit. Yeah, it is freaking insane.
Well, I mean, I don't think nothing changes too much. I mean, you've discussed it all the time. How you got people that come in that made how some of these people know exactly how much money they can make, and they stop working. They'll quit their job so they can get $20,000, $30,000, $15,000, $20,000 in tax returns back.
Right, and they also get free housing, free benefits, free food, and everything like that throughout the year.
Like I said, it makes no sense to me how you can.
They made a profit off of living off the government.
Yeah, like I said, it makes no sense to me. It's how you can get a $15,000 tax return, but you didn't make but $5,000 for the year. Yep. I know this is your business, but it's totally fucking asinine that the
system is broken.
You can get more money out than what you put in. You should not be able to get more money. You should not be able to get money back that you didn't put in. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. That falls under the flat tax, but as a businessman, that's a terrible business model. but it is right for America. So, and we,
unlike most people, he knows well, because he'll probably be calling me, hey, taxes are due. I got to do your taxes, because unlike most people, I don't look forward to tax season. I don't run out and say, oh, yeah.
Because we're hardworking American, that's why.
I'm like, yo, fuck taxes again.
Yeah, because
no
I've been
reward
him
for the working
past
person.
30 days. He's had them. He's just going to lose them before he gives them to me.
No, I got them all in one little spot. We don't even have to. I'm just going to glance over. We've been going so long.
U.S. ambassador urges Mexico to side with the Ukraine. What are they going to do? Fucking send over some Mexicans to Ukraine?
What are they going to do?
Well, I could tell you what they can do. They can build an entire neighborhood in 24 hours.
I can tell you what Mexico can't do is keep their own citizens inside their country. And what they're going to do? Oh, yeah. Oh, Mexico, we side with Ukraine. We're going to ship you tacos and refried beans. Everybody, right. It's like okay, then now the Ukrainians can use chemical for gas warfare against the Russians for all the farting they'll be doing for them beans.
send them a pallet of refried beans.
Yeah. But anyway, who cares?
That makes no sense.
Who fucking cares? With Mexico, what they going to do? What are they going to send over there? To kill?
All they're going to do is piss off Russia. Russia's going to invade Mexico, and then America has a fucking problem. Okay, but moving on down, Japan and North Korea's long-range missiles. North Korea's long-range missile possesses the new threat to the entire U.S. in range. That's a bullshit lie. But Japan, on the other hand, is right there. And basically, I read this earlier, and I've seen the news article on it. Basically, it's Japan and North Korea having a whose dick is bigger match. And it's something we used to do with America versus North Korea. This is not new.
They're saying that new missile actually could reach us now, though. So
I have yet to ever see them get it past Japan. Okay?
Yeah, Japan's probably. I think Japan might be saying that.
If they made it halfway between Korea and maybe detonated it somewhere way off the coast of Hawaii, I might believe that shit.
Speaking of dicks, I'm going to try the Dickel whiskey tonight.
I need to go through my images because I'm going to tell you, I did sample one. Mel went out and got it for me.
Wasn't it Dickel, was it?
No, I told you, George Dickel's good. It's just like Jack. Yeah, they use the same water supply.
I'm about to taste the Dickel.
All right, you go ahead and taste it while I'm going over this. So Highland Park Magnus. It's a single malt Scotch whiskey. Very smooth. It was nice. It was a good drink, but it reeks. It smelled like the glass I was drinking out of was clean, and I poured this shit into it, and it instantly had like a mildewy mold smell to it. I still drank it, but yeah, I didn't give a shit. But it was good, but just like you got to hold your fucking nose.
Well, that Dickel I just drank is delicious.
Well, I like it when you put the Dickel.
Super smooth.
I told you.
The Dickel felt good going down. But it was good. The Dickel is very good. I do like it. Is that a rye whiskey? Because we keep getting saying, "Oh, you liking the ryes?" But I don't know if it is. But the Dickel is good.
Your dick will fall off. Told you drink that. JoJo. So I do have one story that just broke in my local news. I'm going to cover, and then we can sit here and bullshit for a minute if you want to. Trying to load it. Watch it not load.
Watch it not load.
No, it's gonna load. I'm talking about this son of a bitch.
Sure.
Yeah, it's loaded. Pasco Jail will switch from sheriff to county oversight. You heard that right. The sheriff's office is handing over the power of the county jail to the county.
Wow. Well,
yes.
Well, out here in Louisiana, the parish county, they actually own the jail, and they have to pay for the jail. The sheriff is responsible for staffing the jail.
Yes. Now we get into that somewhere in here, and we're going to go over a few things that I have serious problems with, because this has been an issue that has plagued the sheriff since he took over. He's always got a really off budget, and he could never quite make it happen. He's acknowledged that the jail has been a drain for years. So let's go here. Pasco County Sheriff Chris Naco announced that he will hand off the job of running the jail to Pasco County government at the start of the new fiscal year, October 1st. That will mean about 300 employees of the sheriff's office will become Pasco County employees instead of corrections officers. And I wonder how that's going to work. Around the $50.3 million the county pays the sheriff to run the jail will remain in Pasco's account.
Wow. So he's keeping the money, but
we're getting there. In an 8-minute video aired for corrections employees, Naco explained that the decision was difficult, but the current employees would keep their current pay, rank, and tenure and position in the Florida retirement system. Naco explained that he wanted to tell them this before rumors circulated. He said don't worry, guys, I'll get you back on the payroll soon. He said they would get answers to their many questions soon. The change, he said, is not because of the lack of hard work by the jail staff. Instead, Naco cited financial concerns, which he had previously told the Pasco County Commission he's been having an issue all along. In December, he told the commissioners that he needed more jail space. This is where it gets good. We'll pay attention. And the funds to build it, and that he was concerned about the rapid growth of the county. While those concerns have been around for years, he told the commissioners, it's not going away. In some way, somehow, it's going to have to be dealt with. So, here we go. In 2018, Pasco voters approved a bond issued that expected to raise $132 million for jail expansion. In the recent months, Naco sent in a letter and held meetings with the commissioners and his top officials to emphasize his concerns of the expansion isn't progressing as expected, and it is instead forcing a financial shortfall that will scale back the project. The bond issues that were supposed to bring the jail to 1,000 beds will only now house 540 beds. So they took all that money and built half of it. Yep. Where'd the money go? Mm-hmm. Are expected, making the expansion inadequate, meeting for the county's current needs before it even gets started, Naco said in his presentation. The current bed capacity at the jail is 1,432, but jail officials have had to manage hundreds more inmates than either way. So the master plan is to create 2,500 beds by 2024. Good. That's a good thing for everybody. So needless to say, the man he failed. He failed at running the jail, and he handed it over to the county because it's bothering him. So he's going to keep the money, and basically he just turned a bunch of career correctional officers into county employees. Yeah, that's fucked. That's really fucked. And not only that, that jail has needed to be expanded for years. It's in the budget. It can happen. Not only that, we have pods. What's your county jail? Is it pods?
I don't know. I've never been back to where the inmates are.
Okay. We use a pod system. So it's basically like these fancy ass cubicles up on the wall, right? With all this room down on the floor. Why are we not stacking bunk beds in that motherfucker? Like,
you have to look at some state mandates and stuff on that, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, who says these bitches need to be comfortable? They're guilty. That's why they're there.
No, they're not guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. Remember?
Yeah,
to jail.
A lot of our people are serving good sentences.
Well, then if they need more space, you take the state prisoners, state and federal prisoners, which they're making money on. If you need the space, and ship their asses out and use it for county inmates.
We are currently using 2 other counties' jails.
So we'll have to get into that another time.
Yeah. Trust me, guys, I can go on this all night long and talk about it. But, well, I love you.
It's been fun. I appreciate everybody. Go get the Motor Cop Chronicles Etsy store. Get you some shirts. I love this shirt. This shirt actually got a good material, and I'm not just saying that because I wear this shirt a lot. I actually like this shirt. It's on there. It's got the saying on the back too on it. It says freedom is I forget what it says on the back. I put it on there. Anyway, it's from James Orwell. It's on the back. This is actually a good quality shirt. I think I got it for like $20 or less or something on there. So go check that out, and come back next week for this one, and check out the Murder Cop Chronicles on the other one. Appreciate everybody that was here. Good.
Remember, if you can't be good at it.
Glad to see you, Aaron and JoJo. And remember to stay free and don't comply, because they were trying to force shit down your throat.
We're out. Stay free. Never give in.